Back at Eurolux Boland Park for a summary of the series. South Africa winning it by 3-0. The bowlers held sway certainly in the first two, but this one was a lot more fair for the batsmen, and they enjoyed prospering on this good pitch. The T20 International Series follows after this conclusion of this Momentum ODI series. The three ODIs in East London, Potchefstroom and Benoni, but it's now time for the after-match presentation. Let's go down onto the field and join our colleague, Sean Pollock.
Yes, welcome to the post-match presentation of this Momentum one-day series between South Africa and Zimbabwe. South Africa wrapping it up 3-0. We'd like to thank Momentum for their continued support and introduce you to the presentation party. Angelo Carolison, who's the president of Boland Cricket, Paarl Bosman, who's the head of sponsorship of Momentum. I had to think about that one for a while. And then the Willemse family are the Momentum family of the day, and they've been kept company by Zach. First of all, let's have a word with the Zimbabwean captain, Hamilton Mazakatsa. Hamilton, if you can come and just have a few thoughts with us. A better performance, but at the end of the day, a disappointing series against South Africa.
Yeah, definitely. We just weren't good enough across all three games. Obviously, a lot of work to be done.
A better surface today, and you guys got to 228, so that was an improved performance batting-wise. But I think it's been the batting that's sort of let you guys down in the series.
Yeah, definitely. That was a beautiful batting wicket. Felt we left a lot of runs out there. Again, a lot of starts, but people not really going through. So, yeah, I thought we need to put a few more on the board to make it competitive.
Bowling-wise, they've always shown character in all three games. They've been really good, but just not enough runs on the board.
Yeah, definitely. We needed a few more, maybe about 50 or 60 more to make a game of it. But, yeah, again, the bowlers came out and tried really hard and stuck to their task really well, so credit to them.
T20 series to try and make amends. Looking forward to that one?
Yeah, definitely a different format, and I think we're a little bit stronger in the T20s, so, yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, thanks for your thoughts. Hard lines in the series. We'll see you in those T20s.
Cheers, thanks, Sean.
That's the thoughts of the Zimbabwean captain. Next, we move to the man of the match, and there's some quality performances, but at the end of the day, for a score of 59, two good catches, and a very important stumping, the man of the match, Heinrich Klaassen. Heinrich's got a bat that he's going to put his signature on and give it to the Willemse family, and then he's going to swap that bat for his man of the match trophy and make his way over here to give us a few thoughts about how he performed today. Big cheesy smile by the young kids. Heinrich, well played. Another good performance by yourself, sort of settling into that role at number 4 there. Enjoying your time and exposure you've been given?
Yes, yeah, I think the team first of all plays fantastically well, and I'm enjoying batting at 5. Thank you to Mark Boucher for letting me bat 4-5 at the time and to just get comfortable in that role. So I'm starting to enjoy my cricket again.
A little bit about the surface, the best of the 3 that we've seen from a keeping perspective and batting.
Fantastic wicket. I quite enjoy Boland's wicket. It's always been fantastic, especially from amateur days till now. The wicket is fantastic at Boland Park, so enjoyed it, and hopefully we can get more like these wickets.
You batted really well throughout the series. How do you assess your keeping? From our side, it looked really good. It sort of went almost unnoticed at times. And then today, that brilliant stumping quickly onto the bails. How did you feel that you went as a keeper?
All right. Would have liked to be a bit more clinical with the big cups and those things, but I can't complain. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay, well done your performance. Brilliant effort with bat and gloves in hand. And we look forward to your performance in the T20.
Thanks a lot.
That's the man of the match, Heinrich Klaassen. Quality performance today. Next, we move on to the man of the series, a 3-match series, and for 10 wickets for just 91 runs throughout the series. A fantastic performance from Imran Tahir. He'll pick up his man of the series award from Angelo Carolison and take a few pictures. Let me just keep rolling on. Another quality performance today. I suppose the highlight would be the 6 wickets in Bloem and the hat-trick, but you've produced the goods in all 3 games.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just really pleased the way it's coming out. Like I said earlier, I'm just trying to improve my game and trying to bowl as much as I can. So make sure I bowl most of the ball how I want to. Yeah, I'm just really happy that how I bowl in the series and really pleased with that.
Yeah, your rhythm's been good. You've been playing a lot of cricket around the world in the different T20 competitions, but you've come in here with some really good rhythm and good control.
Yeah, I think it's simply because I've been playing, and then if I think if I had a rest, then I probably won't be up for the challenge. But look, I think it's a good thing. I want to play as long as I can, and I'm enjoying the game.
It's always easy for the selectors to say, okay, you're going to have a rest and you're just going to have to sit on the side and watch. But as a player, how easy is that to deal with? And what are the sort of emotions? You start doubting yourself a little bit? Are you keen to get back and then show what you can do?
I think so, yeah, because I think it's just kind of a shock sometimes, and sometimes it's good because I think if you know that what their plans are, and it's also for the opportunities other youngsters to obviously play more games and going forward. So it's all like a mixed thing really, but look, for me, I just always think that whenever I get my opportunity, I need to be up for it. And especially playing for South Africa, like I said, I don't take things for granted. It's absolute honor, and every game I want to play, I want to be really, really up for it.
The highlight, 6 wickets or the hat-trick?
I think 6 wickets, because I didn't know that I got the hat-trick. So, but yeah, look, like I said, I'm really, really pleased, and I want to thank to my team that obviously with their support, I won't be here where I'm standing today. And well done to our boys. We played really good cricket, and also to Zimbabwe as well.
Okay, brilliant. Well done on your performance. We look forward to the T20s.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Man of the series, Imran Tahir. Round of applause for him. And then lastly, just a word with Faf du Plessis. He was only captain for one of the games, but he's going to come in and have a few words with us. Faf. We'll get the award later and you can take it for the team. Another clinical performance, must be really happy with that. From a side perspective, what do you feel you've learned from it? Are you happy with the performance? Would you have liked anything different?
Whole series perspective, probably the bowling was really good through all 3 games. Managed to get wickets right through the series. First 2 games was tough conditions to bat on, so we didn't get too far into that. Tonight was really good wickets. Thought the guys played well, everyone looked well, hit the ball nicely. In a perfect world, probably try to close that down a little bit more convincingly. But as I said, the guys are looking good, and that's good signs.
Given opportunities for a few guys in different positions, do you feel like you've learned a little bit more about your squad and the depth of the South African team?
Yeah, that's been our main focus, and even though sometimes it doesn't look like the best thing to do at the time, for us we try to keep looking ahead and making sure that we can give everyone a good run and trying to give a fair opportunity to get some game time in. So I feel we've done that over the last while, and now obviously Australia is our next one-day tour after this, which will probably be a little bit more to the 15-16 guys that we're probably looking towards the end of the year.
Yeah, that's an important tour, isn't it? I mean, Australia won't be an easy task, and by the end of it, do you think you've got a good idea of what your side should be and where you guys are at?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like you rightly say, we've used the last 2 or 3 series very well in terms of looking at and giving guys opportunity to do that. So by Australia, but certainly by the end of Australia, we'll have a very, very good idea of that.
And the thoughts for the T20s?
Exciting times ahead. I mean, especially me, I haven't played a T20 in a while. We've been rested for the last few series, so looking to unleash hopefully a few big ones.
Okay, well done on this performance, 3-0. Go over there and collect the trophy for winning the series. Get the rest of the team in. You can have your team photo, and then the celebrations can begin. Those are the thoughts of the captains and the man of the series and the man of the match. As I say, we'll just see them pick up their trophy. The celebrations will begin. But as far as the words from the presentation party, that concludes it.
It has been indeed an excellent series for South Africa, particularly with the ball, and they can enjoy the celebrations here at Eurolux Boland Park this evening. A 3-0 victory over our near neighbours Zimbabwe. It was probably expected, and stiffer tasks await in the one-day series against Australia at the end of the month. Smiles all round in the South African camp. As we heard from Faf du Plessis, there's those who certainly have enhanced their credentials as backup players to those senior men that have been rested. And I think it was marvellous to see the return of Dale Steyn, the continued upward graph of Lungi Ngidi, and the class of Kagiso Rabada and Imran Tahir. The man of the series and the trophy in the hands of Imran Tahir. That concludes this Momentum ODI series. We move on to the KFC T20 International. South Africa will be up against the same opponent, Zimbabwe, on Tuesday. Join us at 5:30 on SuperSport 2 down in East London. Sadly, the Springboks just came up a little short at Loftus today, but there's still Rugby Championship on your screens on SuperSport 1 in the early hours of the morning. Argentina will host Australia. So it's been an entertaining one-day series of Momentum one-day cricket between South Africa and Zimbabwe. South Africa, as expected, have prevailed 3-0. We've had a super day here at Eurolux Boland Park. From all of us here in Paarl, we say good night.
We come to you from Eurolux Boland Park in Paarl. It's beautiful here. It's very hot, I can tell you that. The winelands of South Africa. And let's see how this final one goes, as the series has already been decided.
Oh, beautifully bowled. That was superb. He took the pace off. There was a bit of purchase, and it's gone right through and let the celebrations commence.
Shot in the gap at 4.
Oh, fielding. That was superb. Another boundary was certainly saved by Markram there, horizontal away to his right. Short, pulled away for 4.
Another bad one. This goes the other side of the man of the boundary, but it's back-to-back boundaries and brings up the 50 for Sean Williams.
Oh, yes, he's got his man. It's Kagiso Rabada.
Oh, off the edge. Short, wide, and he's trying to throw everything at it.
I think South Africa will be pretty happy with their work here on a good pitch. Zimbabwe will be delighted they made a fist of their batting performance today.
Shot. Oh, beautiful.
Down the ground he goes. Lovely use of the feet. Skipping away for 4.
That's even better. Best of the lot.
Smeared through the covers for 4.
50 coming from 63 balls to go with the 100 that he got on debut. Much needed and well played. Remains the key for the side to get over the line here. Nicely played. Henrik Klaasen, a maiden one-day international half-century.
That is as good as you are ever going to see. Fantastically done.
What a strike for South Africa. We'll never see one like that again.
That is absolutely sensational.
You won't see better